Sasha from Mobile Geeks here. This is the Amazon Kindle Fire, which kind of reinvented the Amazon tablet market last year for $199. But there's a new competitor in the house, and that's the Google Nexus 7, the very first tablet for the Nexus series. And guess what we're going to do now? We're going to compare them. The Amazon Kindle Fire, the very first Android tablet from a premium OEM with a price point of under $200 US. I remember this hype around it and all this buzz and how they got it connected to the Amazon ecosystem and whatnot. And you know what? Actually, I wouldn't even call it a tablet or an Android tablet. This is more like a digital shopping window. And it works. It definitely works. Amazon is making some decent money with it, and especially for Amazon Premium customers. When you have a premium account, you immediately have access to, I don't know, tens of thousands of movies and series and whatnot. But let's talk a little bit about hardware specifications and software and how big these devices are. Well, both of them are sporting a 7-inch display. We have a 1024 by 600 on the Amazon Kindle Fire, while the Asus Nexus 7, I know I'm always saying Asus, well, it's built by Asus. The Nexus 7 sports a 1280 by 800 display. The Kindle Fire is a little bit heavier and a little bit thicker. So this is 11.5 millimeters, while the Nexus 7 comes in at 1045 millimeters. So it also weighs, this is like 340 grams, while the Kindle Fire sports, it's like 413 grams. You can definitely tell the difference. I tell you that, not that 70 grams are a huge difference in terms of weight, but when you're holding this for a while in your hand, it definitely feels way more bulky than the Nexus 7 over here. In terms of SoCs, we have a TI Omen 4 series in here. That's a dual-core 1 GHz processor, 512 MB of RAM, and 8 GB of flash memory, while the Nexus 7 comes with a NVIDIA Tegra 3 1.2 GHz quad-core SoC with 1 GB of RAM and versions of 8 and 16 GB of flash memory. You can't extend this memory with micro SD cards on both devices. There's no micro SD card, there's also no HDMI out or whatnot. In terms of I/O ports, they're not really sporting a lot of options for you guys. But what you can definitely do with the Nexus 7 is you have way more options to install widgets on there, to get apps on it, because it has an immediate access to the Google Play Store. Well, this one is using the Amazon App Store. And as you can tell, it looks completely different. It's hard to tell if this is actually an Android system. This is an Android Gingerbread, highly customized by Amazon, and it is definitely optimized to content consuming. You see, I have all these, whether it's an app or whether it's a magazine or an ebook or comic book or games or music, right? This is all showing up over here, which actually makes it a serious pain in the ass to find your content as soon as you've downloaded a bunch of albums or whatnot. Let's do a little speaker test here. That's pretty good, isn't it? Let's check it out on the Nexus 7. It sounds a little bit warmer on the Nexus 7, but the Kindle Fire is definitely way louder than the Nexus 7. Yeah, what can we make out of this? I mean, you can also play games. So I used it with my Dropbox account. I put some APKs into my Dropbox and then install it here on the Kindle Fire. What about, you can even play Shadowgun. I think we even have a video online. There we go. Look at this. Oops. It still wants me to download 250 MBs of additional files. We're not going to do this right now, but just trust me that you can play a bunch of games, and don't expect to play like the newest version of that trigger or anything like that on it. What about, I have here R-Type, and what about this one? Let's give it a shot here. Okay. Okay. We don't want to download this right now, I tell you that. It's not a gaming device, but if you're an Amazon Prime customer, for example, you have access to tens of thousands of movies and series and whatnot. So this is where you can definitely consider an Amazon Kindle Fire. But I tell you what, for the same price, you get a completely open system with the newest version of Android 4.1, aka Jelly Bean. It's super smooth. The performance of the device is absolutely fantastic. Let's start this dead trigger. Well, I've been playing it already. It should be still on in the background. There you go. Let's use this. Resume. And now look at this. Doesn't this look great? I think for $199, this is absolutely amazing. You have all the options, and if you like the Amazon App Store, just install the Amazon App Store app on the Nexus 7. Again, if you compare these devices side by side, this definitely not only feels like a generation behind the Nexus 7, the Kindle Fire feels like like a device from a different era. I'm not sure if this is really a tablet, as I told you already at the beginning, but right now, if you're looking for an Android tablet, and if you don't want to spend big bucks, take a look at the Nexus 7. When you like our 7-inch tablets, I think this is a fantastic device. If you want to spend a little bit more, well, I'm not sure if it's banned in your country. The Samsung Galaxy Tab 7.7 is still one of my favorite devices, but this is around $600 US. So this was a quick comparison of the Amazon Kindle Fire and the Google Nexus 7. I'm Sasha from Mobile Geeks, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave me some feedback if you have questions, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.